Where we see a lot of awesome results for us are always that we can build a landing page, and then we can target it to really specific audiences. But that's not, I mean, we see great results when we have targeted ads. But what about that organic traffic? What about the traffic that shows up on its own, which is truthfully the largest percentage of our traffic, and it's also the percentage of traffic that converts the most. Like paid traffic, it converts, but nowhere near what organic traffic does. So what if we could create the kind of personalized, very specific experience that our paid traffic coming in through targeted advertising was having for our organic traffic? We're having that conversation after I started, and then Eric Butler messaged me saying, hey, what if we could, would you be interested in discussing the possibility of a tool that would let you easily personalize web pages in Omni CMS? And I was like, buddy, would I ever, right? It had to be something that we could manage within the constraints of everything else that we're doing. And what we found was this process of creating the default content block, and then maybe 2, or in some cases 3 variations. We could get those launched literally in 15 minutes. And I think personalization has so much potential to take those complex processes that students have to go through and break them down. Because you can see, okay, they completed this step, now they're going to the next step. So let's give them that CTA. So in the case of orientation, our default content block was, okay, you need to start with online orientation, right? Let's click on online orientation. Let's get you through the process. You hit a conversion point that we can track with personalization. We know that you've completed online orientation. So the next time you come back to either our orientation page or our homepage, you will be prompted to sign up for in-person orientation, which is that next step. So the more personalized variation, i.e. you've completed online orientation, now you need to sign up for in-person orientation. That one is unbelievably at 45.37%. So almost 50% of users are clicking on that when they're presented with that option. I am not a super web developer and I'm not a super content creator. I'm like one foot in both worlds, right? So the fact that I'm able to do all of it with support for content from one other person is one of the most exciting parts about this tool. Like minimal staff, right? Instinct from Modern Campus has allowed us to stop thinking one-dimensionally about our content strategy. We no longer have to be afraid of personalizing a page because it's not going to fit everybody. We can use Instinct to tell the story of Ferris in a way that it connects with everyone and helps them become a bulldog. From the time that we started using Instinct in November or December, it only took us 5 months to completely personalize our homepage with 0 static content and every block using Instinct.